Good morning to everybody. I had lesson in foreign relation and foreign policy from Leonardo Dini, politician in foreign affairs, saying a lot of many years, and philosopher, theoretical philosopher in philosophy of policy. The main theme, the main question issue of this lesson is the problem of the foreign policy in the future. In my opinion, the foreign policy in the future as a world foreign policy is a very problematic question, because in a united world, in a world with only a nation, the United Nations, as not United Nations, but simply one United Nation, the world, however, is a world without the traditional foreign policy, without the traditional international relation. The international relation, foreign policy, and prosecution coming through dialogue between the continents and the continental as European Union, Eurasiatic Union, South America Union, North American Union, Central America Union, Oceania Union of countries, and ASEAN as a union of countries. And also other way of joining treaties or joining relation between nations, as in China powership way, or in the American powership way, or in Russian Eurasiatic powership way. So in a world with a foreign policy between continents and not more between nations or countries, this is just alive the future of diplomacy. The diplomacy future building coming from a new vision of the world as a world without nations, without nation, or with countries as regions of a main nation as a united nation. In this kind of world, foreign policy is a policy of foreign relation between regions of the world. Europe herself and the other continental association, beginning local association and association councils of regional power. The diplomacy have a new role, and the real diplomacy is totally a diplomacy of a United Nations Assembly, a United Nations Parliament, United Nations Council, and in their own. So in totally in the United Nations context. The embassy is in the future. The system of the embassy is the future a system of embassy at New York, at the new capital of the world. Now, anyway, a capital of the world, but in the future the only capital of the world, because it's the seal of the United Nations and the seal of the center of power of the United Nations. So the embassy of the future are only embassy in New York, only embassy at the United Nations, or embassy at the capital of the continental states. So embassy at Brussels for Europe, at Washington for the Northern American states, at states of South America as main state, like Brasilia for all the continent of South America, at states of Central America for all the Central America, like in Mexico City, eh, and in a city of all the Oceania, as a center of all of the Oceania, like Melbourne or Sydney, as power center point of all the continent, and in a city as a main center of all the continent for the global system of Asia, like in Tokyo or Beijing, or Tokyo and Beijing together, as is possible in a way of peace between in a common joining interest system between the two main centuries, the two main nations of these centuries in the Asia. So the system of embassies is totally different from actual system of embassy. And in a world without a world, probably without um, a world with only economical or financial world, or ecological world, like in the actual problem in the coronavirus, like in the problem of the ecological impact of ecological problems, and with the necessity, with the possible way of building of a new kind of Security Council of United Nations as a common governor of all the world, with one ambassador for every continent of this planet, an ambassador and as Security Council, new Security Council of United Nations from Europe, from Oceania, from Asia, from South America, North America, Africa. For the Africa, one main city is the capital of all the continent, as the Cairo or Cape Town city, or other city. So an ambassador from every continent as a component of ecology, economic, and political and military problem from the United States nation, and the United Nations as a united federation state of the world. In this context, the foreign policy, the diplomatic system, and the international relations are totally different, as a relation at, in the own of main states, as the actual relation between region of a country, between federational states of a federation, and between the citizen of a region with the citizen of another region, citizen of the same states. So this is the future of the world, and this is the future of the United Nations, and this is the future of the actual system of international relations, foreign policy, and the foreign diplomatical system, in my opinion. Um, Another problem is the political context of all the system, and a real unification in a political way and civilization between so many civilization, religions, way of thinking, powership, political, economical, and financing financing powership around the world is a very difficult chance, and for possibility of the United Nations as a main common national of the world.